Alright, now I'm back again. I forgot to actually shut the game down because no doubt if I don't shut the game down as well as end the stream, then the game might still shut down again. But there we go. Alright. Thanks for the welcome back, Crooked. Alright, you're still dealing with that whole issue, right? Hope you're having a good game with the game, though. Good time with the game. You're doing pretty good, just working away. Well, that's good, dude. I really hope that work isn't too stressful for you today. And yeah, it's one of those really annoying things, but it's like I may as well just put up with it. But the next time I do a playthrough of this game, it definitely won't be this version, that's for sure. But I am still having a good time with it. I really am enjoying this playthrough. I'm happy that I've actually given it another chance, because all those years ago I only played it for like half an hour to an hour and didn't get into it and then abandoned it. And I didn't really like the sort of like survival horror element they added to this, but I definitely am having a better time with it now. Come on, Stream Elements, catch up. This is actually part 8 of the stream. I'm not now live with part 7. What are you doing? Cheers, Crooked. Yeah, definitely has been better. It's almost like the best of two worlds, though, because you get the survival horror, but you also get still the classic kind of like overwhelming odds kind of feeling that you get in the games before this one.
I'm gonna stay here and work on the computer some more.
Dr. Darling, watching this makes you want to give Alien Isolation another chance. Very nice, dude. Yeah, I can definitely see a lot of similarities in the environments to what you would see in Alien Isolation as well. Obviously without the 1970s retro futuristic look. Sarah, Doom 3, is it? No. This is Doom 3. Not Doom 3, is it? That's not the full title. Dr. Darling, Alien, is it? Might be behind you right now. The Alien. Dr. Darling, this game was 10 years old when Alien Isolation came out. Now, Alien Isolation is a bit more than 10 years. That's true. Absolutely. It's crazy to think. Like, this game came out 20 years ago. Crooked, it holds up pretty well graphically. It really does. Oh yeah. Hey Bandaran. It is going well, thank you. Things have been going good. How about yourself? Don't get too scared now there on Mars. I think it should be Mars that's scared of me. Especially Mars bars, because I love those. How's things, Bandaran? Oh, were you, Crooked? You better say something similar about Mars bars. They're so delicious, those things. The slogan that they used to go with here in Australia was, "A Mars a day helps you work, rest, and play."
Warning. Halon systems active. Access denied.
Crooked, you haven't had one in a while, but they make ice cream bars for Mars, Twix, etc., which are pretty good. I never actually tried Mars ice cream. That would actually be quite good, Mars ice cream bars. There's a brand of powdered flavored milk drink, Milo, that we have here in Australia, and they also branched out into having ice cream, Milo ice cream cups. Bandaran, you good? Thanks. Enjoying my stream while you're making food. Oh, that's really cool, Bandaran. I'm glad to hear that you're going good. I hope the food prepping is going well.
Medical report 16-8. Patient 0432. Private Steve Jensen of Darklight Palmer. Private Jensen was suffering from paranoid delusions and full-blown dementia. Treatment was unsuccessful. Initial psychiatric interviews suggested only mild...
I'm pretty sure that recorded message is what we've already actually listened to. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. Dr. Darling, damn it, restarting the stream doesn't reset redemption cooldowns. Doesn't seem so, no.
Halon systems deactivated.
Alright, PS5 hates Doom 3. Yeah, for some reason when streaming the game, it'll eventually crash the game and then the stream ends.
Medical report 16-8, dated November 2nd.
Hey there, Storm. I missed. That definitely happens.
Private Steve Jensen, October 18th.
Especially when one is not a perfect marksman in video games.
Excellent. That will get the teleporter working again. Now, you don't have much time. You're going to need to teleport across the containment chamber. It's the only way through this part of the complex. Head into the chamber and initiate the sequence on the machine. I'll take care of the rest. I'm not going with you. Good luck. But before you go, I want you to take something. It's a journal I made about the experiments. Those things. It's all there. It'll explain everything. Get it to someone so this never happens again. Get out to the teleporter pad. I'm ready here. Move quickly. There's nothing here for you to do. Get out to the teleporter pad. I'm ready here. Move quickly. There's nothing here for you to do. My name is Ian McCormick, and I'm a research specialist stationed on Mars, working for the UAC. My primary job is, or rather was, to assist Dr. Malcolm Betruger in a variety of experiments, though for the past year we've been focusing almost exclusively on teleportation. I don't know if I'll make it out of here alive, so I'm recording this video log to let someone know what happened, and with that knowledge, prevent it from happening again. Initially, the teleportation experiments were amazing. We were creating a new science, and the prospects of it changing our way of life were, well, they were outstanding. I was proud to be associated with such an amazing project and someone as talented as Dr. Betruger. We noticed early on, probably before we had completed maybe a dozen successful tests, that there was a variable delay during the teleportation. The objects are broken down at the quantum level, transported and then reassembled. Each stage of the process should have been instantaneous, but it wasn't, and we didn't know why. We sent a video drone through and were shocked at the images it sent back. Just a few frames of video right before the drone came back through showed what appeared to be several sets of eyes looking directly at the probe. We had just found a living, breathing creature that was not human. Betruger immediately sent out a request for volunteers. He specifically wanted UAC security force members because he wanted to capture one of these creatures. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I am most ashamed of my involvement during the next phase. To get medical clearance to send human subjects through the device, I doctored up several of our reports to indicate that we had performed living tissue experiments. I did not regret it at the time, but a few days later, when our third test subject came back, he was chewing off his own fingers. It seemed he was clinically insane. We started sending teams in, about once every 2 days. The teams were reporting nightmarish experiences, and sightings of things that ultimately made us conclude that the other dimension was not just another dimension. It was hell. And the creatures we were bringing back, demons. And then Betruger, he went through the portal himself. I don't know what he was thinking. It was an unscheduled trip, and he just went, and we couldn't stop him. And when he came back, he had changed. He sounded and looked the same, but he just... I don't know, he was just different. And then he did the unthinkable. He took the Soul Cube, the device that was discovered in the ruins, into the portal. The portal stabilizers just started to fail, and then living hell erupted into the base. Oh, we were stupid for not destroying the portals as soon as we realized what was on the other side. Oh God, forgive me. I blame myself for my part in this. Please, someone, never let this happen again. I'm sorry, Ian McCormick.
Hello there, Code. A picnic to hell. Exactly. Imagine having a picnic in hell, especially with you trying to eat cold food. It'd be real annoying quick. I'm about to eat this ice cream and it's melted already. Oh. Dr. Darling, it was barred from the other side. It was? It must have been the wind that barred it from the other side.
Decontamination process started.
Exactly, Storm. What the hell?
Decontamination complete. Have a nice day. Systems activated. Teleportation will commence in T-minus 3, 2, 1.
Storm, have a nice day. Yeah, sure. Simple. All hell has literally broken loose and demons are everywhere, but we'll have a nice day still. Code where it's going to be only in hell the marshmallows finally have that crispy flavor they all crave for. It's true, but you'd have to eat it quick even then because otherwise it'll just be burnt to nothing. Delta Security. Francis, a few extra supplies for the Central Security team will be sent to your area. Please store them in Locker 103 and change the code to 259. Thank you. Thomas Sanderson. Delta Security. Clerk. Corbin Hughes, Martian Buddy Cabinet. Francis, shipping received one of those dumb Martian Buddy storage cabinets again, but no one here can figure out how to open it. Can you go online and see if you can find the code? I'll have the guys put it in one of the storage rooms upstairs for you. Thanks for the help. Corbin. Code, is there any mention of did they try the literal snowball's chance in hell theory? They might have done, but it might have melted too quickly as well.
Interesting. Ah, you surprised me. I'm glad to see you. I would have hoped they would have sent more than just one guy, though. I've been studying one of the specimens we brought back to see if there's something physiological that would be a weakness, a way to stop them. I found nothing so far. Haven't had enough time. I'm gonna stay here and keep looking. It's the only thing I can do. There are combat supplies in the storage cabinet in the next room. The code is 624. I hope you can use it. I'm gonna stay here and keep working. I'll upload my findings into the database. Look, I can't go with you. This is too important for me to leave. You should get out of here. Get some help and tell them I'm still down here. Look, I can't go with you. This is too important for me to leave.
Welcome to the Delta Complex Stasis Chambers. This facility was constructed to house and study the extra-dimensional beings, which were recovered during some of the first teleporter tests originating from Delta Level 3. While little is known about their native environment, the specimens appear to be carbon-based lifeforms with extremely high heat tolerances. The epidermal tissue is extremely resilient to abrasion or incision, which has complicated internal studies. Observational studies have shown incredible strength and agility, as well as the ability for some specimens to manifest and control cohesive plasma masses. The method by which these plasma masses are created is yet unknown. It is believed that the specimens possess a rudimentary intelligence and social structure, as was demonstrated during the first tragic expeditions through the portal. While the cost in human life has been great in acquiring these specimens, we hope to one day complete genomic mapping and begin to answer the many questions we have about these entities.
Keone, take it easy. I'm just needling you.
Welcome
It must
to
have been the
Delta
wind.
Complex
Gotta
Stasis
watch the
Chamber.
wind. It can needle
This
people.
facility was constructed to house
Dr. Darling, is the stream buffering? Don't know.
which were recovered during some of the first teleporter
Gladys,
tests
it's the tyrant.
originating from
Sure is.
known about their native environment. The specimens appear to be Hello? Anyone there? Hello? Someone up there? Please unlock the service hatch.
Keone, the stream is good on your end. All good. Keone, how many times has the stream crashed? Hasn't crashed today because I've been ending the stream about an hour and a half in and then closing the game down, then loading it back up and starting another stream. Dr. Darling, the video stat says 115 skip frames. Well, can't be helped.
What you see before you is a relic codenamed U1, or simply Soul Cube. It was discovered in 2104, located in a geographic region where UAC researchers have unearthed evidence of a long-lost civilization. We know nothing of this civilization other than they existed. and that they were all wiped out in some type of cataclysmic event, according to what we've been able to decode from stone tablets found throughout the ruins. What clues we have been able to piece together reveal a culturally advanced society whose technology can only be described as mystic, as evidenced by Yuan's strange characteristics. Efforts to further examine Yuan have been futile. Mass spectrometer and radiation scanning methods have failed to provide reliable identification of the molecular makeup of this artifact. The object cannot be weighed, and in all tests we've been unable to determine its mass. All attempts to physically manipulate or open the artifact have been met with no success. We also have had no success in deciphering the symbols adorning Yuan. What we do know is that the thermographic readings are constant, unwavering temperature of 98.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Our research continues, and we hope that with continued investment and research, we can, one day soon, learn to exploit the technologies that make up Yuan.
I have the Soul Cube in hell, and you will never find it.
Locker ID 666. Nice.
What you see before you is a relic codenamed. It was discovered in 2103, a geographic region where UAC researchers have unearthed evidence of a long-lost civilization. We know nothing of this civilization other than
Hello, Lucinda. Welcome. Good morning to you. Doom 3 is progressing well. We're up to about level 16 out of 27. I've decided to stream for an hour and a half and then end the stream on purpose, close my game down, start the game back up again, and then start the next stream. That way I can circumvent the game automatically crashing and ending the stream when I don't want it to. How's things with you? Inmita. Indeed, Lucinda is here. Code, there was a hell of a social media cataclysm. There definitely was. Hellbook was born.
This is the audio log of Research Director Larry Bullman, October 19th, 2145. I've been examining the glyphs on the cube-shaped artifact, which some are calling the Soul Cube, and combined with previous research data, it is my conclusion the device is some sort of weapon. If the power fluctuations would stop long enough for me to get the linguistic CPU online, then I am sure my theory would be verified. You know, I'll take this opportunity to lodge yet another complaint about the continual power problems. Living in this godforsaken base is bad enough without having to watch the lights flicker constantly. It's just... Well, never mind. Back to the task at hand. What I've deciphered so far is a bit, I must say, disturbing. It seems that when one has possession of the artifact, if one inflicts damage or possibly kills another being, it extracts power from that event somehow. Now, once a certain threshold has been reached, the artifact has the ability to kill anything you attack with it. How you attack with it, I'm frankly not certain, indicating that the artifact is autonomous in some way. To date, I've only deciphered about, 2/3, give or take, of the markings, but my initial glance at the rest of them indicates it harbors some far greater power. As you know, at this time we have not seen any reaction from the cube, and it has withstood any scanning, abrasion, or other test beyond picking it up and examining it. I suspect that just like the civilization that constructed it, its capabilities are diminished to the point of being useful only as a paperweight. End of log.
Lucinda, things are going okay. You got a lot done this weekend, but decided to take today off as a sick day, even though you're not sick. Just have a weird premonition about today, and you know they did an upgrade of the big company software over the weekend, and you don't feel like dealing with it if it has problems. Well, that's definitely fair as well. That definitely would be annoying if you didn't, and then you went there, and then there was some kind of big major thing that might have even meant staying there even longer, than what you would normally stay there for. That's good that you got a lot done on the weekend. Yeah, even though we'll create more VODs and more YouTube videos, probably for the best so you can manage saves and beginnings and ends. Honestly, you've found that smaller videos perform better on YouTube statistics-wise. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like, because of my streams being long streams, it means that when I export my VODs to YouTube, the audience for seeing really long videos on YouTube is very small, because not everyone is even willing to pause where they are in the video and then take a break and go do stuff and come back to the video later as well, which is totally fair. I don't hate those people or anything. It's just the way that things are. And then that's also why I wanted to branch out into doing like other kinds of videos too. And the other thing is like there's so many moments that can happen in a stream from time to time, and going through the streams that I've done and picking out moments that are actually, memorable and all that kind of stuff could be something to do in the future as well. Like that playthrough of Detroit Become Human that I did recently, I could do like compilations of all the fails, for example, and do it as like a series of videos. So I'm sort of brainstorming and thinking of those kinds of approaches in the future as well. Malcolm Betruger, regarding the Soul Cube as a weapon. Dr. Bullman, I received your report and I find it rather perplexing. Given how little we know about this object, I cannot imagine how you've come to such a bizarre conclusion, let alone any conclusion at all. Send me all your notes for immediate review. In the meantime, for your own sake, do not share these findings with anyone else. I would hate people to think that one of my highly regarded scientists is prone to flights of fantasy. MartianBuddy.com. You may be a winner. Dr. Bullman, I hope you will find this email. I have hidden my true name and address by disguising this email. He may be reading your messages. Your boss, I will not mention his name, is far more dangerous than you can imagine. I believe he is using you and corrupting your work. I believe your findings are correct, and he knows it. He wants to hide the findings from the UAC and use the object for himself. I don't know why yet, but I will find out. Do what you can to stall him. Do not let him take possession of the object. Nice pun there. HR Coordinator. The UAC Mars facility is looking for volunteers. We would like to encourage people from your team to help in the following areas. Safety Committee. Work with teams to update and inform UAC staff on the importance of safety on Mars. Check placement of health packs around facilities. Plan events for Safety Awareness Month. Commitment here will earn volunteers 5 extra credits per month. Research Assistance. Delta Labs is looking for individuals to help with our exciting breakthrough work. Projects vary. See Research Coordinator for more information. Health test and liability waiver will be required. Commitment here will earn volunteers 25 extra credits per month. For more information about any of these opportunities or to post an opening in your department, please see Sierra Olson, Volunteer Coordinator in UAC HR. Ian McCormick. It is a weapon. Larry, you were correct. The Soul Cube is a weapon. I've translated the glyphs, and now I understand how it works. The Soul Cube must be charged before it can be used. The souls within it must sense at least 5 deaths before the spiritual potentiality matrix reaches positronic restriction. Based on our interpretation of the glyphs, the cube has a way of acknowledging its readiness for action, but it's unclear how this happens. More importantly, we still don't know what will happen when it's released. This has gone way beyond the purview of Mars Station or even the UAC. We can't trust Betruger. He's gone mad. I'm preparing a report to send to the highest authorities on Earth. Good luck, and God help us. Ian. Yeah, Lucinda, so having like long-form content, but also short-form, is definitely a good approach to do. There's also the guide I've been working on for that Little Hope trophy, and I wanted to take a long break from working on it so that when I actually came back to watch the video myself, I could then see it with as fresh as eyes as possible. Because I feel like if you're going to do a guide, you need to test it, obviously, to make sure it actually does do what you say it does. Because if someone's going to take hours potentially to do, like to follow your guide, and then they get to a point where they've spent all those hours and then nothing happens, like the guide might say, then that's not good. And it's understandable that the person's going to be like, fuck that shit, that fucking guide, So I want to do that and also go through it with a fine-tooth comb. So I won't be streaming the playthrough, but I'll do a playthrough offline and follow my own guide and see if it actually, works, and then make changes where I need to and all that kind of stuff. Coden today, right on Next Door Medium Rise, they are using pressure drills to crack off all the balconies. Just a little one-year project to rebuild. Oh, that's what's happening for you, is it, Code? Oh, really? So I wonder how long that will take. I forgot. In Spires, no one can hear you scream. Thank you, Dr. Darling, for redeeming that. Very, very nice. Listen, now that makes a lot of sense. When you're in the middle of it, you might be at risk of remembering something that your viewer might not. Exactly, and you might automatically fill in blanks for what to do, and you'll overlook a step that, if you're following the guide, that step might have not been, you might not see it as clearly as it needs to be seen, you know what I mean? Lidus, thank you. What you said helped. That's alright, Lidus. Yeah, different tactics. And there's nothing wrong with having, different versions of your content for different audiences as well. Because there's always going to be content for someone, and there's always going to be someone for content. Hey there, Ogorgi. How's things going?
What you see before you is a relic codenamed U1, or simply Soul Cube. It was discovered in 2104, located in a geographic region where UAC researchers have unearthed evidence of a long-lost civilization. We know nothing of this civilization other than they existed, and that they were all wiped out in some type of cataclysmic event, according to what we've been able to decode from stone tablets found throughout the ruins. What clues we have been able to piece together reveal a culturally advanced society whose technology can only be described as mystic, as evidenced by U1's strange characteristics. Efforts to further examine U1 have been futile. Mass spectrometer and radiation scanning methods have failed to provide reliable identification of the molecular makeup of this artifact. The object cannot be weighed, and in all tests we've been unable to determine its mass. All attempts to physically manipulate or open the artifact have been met with no success. We also have had no success in deciphering the symbols adorning U1. What we do know is that the thermographic readings are constant, unwavering temperature of 98.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Our research continues, and we hope that with continued investment and research, we can, one day soon, learn to exploit the technologies that make up U1.
That's great, Ogorki. I'm glad that you're going good. Aha, ahoy again there, Oliver. Welcome on in. How'd your gym session go?
What you see before you is a relic codenamed U1, or simply Soul Cube. It was discovered in 2104, located in a geographic region where UAC researchers have unearthed evidence of a long-lost civilization. We know nothing of this civilization other than they existed, and that they were all wiped out in some type of cataclysmic event, according to what we've been able to decode from stone tablets found throughout.
It was decent, Oliver? Oh, that's good.
Technology can only be described as
It's funny because this is actually the third stream today. Instead of waiting for the game to crash and then the stream ending automatically, I'm doing 1.5 hour streams today to circumvent that happening.
and in all tests we've been unable to determine. Temperature of 98.8 degrees Fahrenheit. And we hope that with continued investment and research, we can one day soon.
Oliver, you have an achy knee, so you can't do too much weight on the quad exercises, training mostly hamstrings and glutes. It's definitely wise to make sure that you're isolating any injured parts of your body and avoiding anything that, you know, uses that as well. Elliot Swan. Ms. McNeil, I've received your formal request for an inquiry into the activities on Mars. As requested by the board, I will be departing soon to investigate your claims. Your charges against Dr. Malcolm Betruger are being taken very seriously. As you may already know, the UAC, as a matter of policy, will not acknowledge or comment on questions or statements advanced by the press based on rumor or hearsay. I have been asked to explain that you are not to discuss this situation with anyone outside of our legal department. Thank you. Elliot Swan, UAC Executive Council. Michael Abrams, all Delta Level 2 personnel. In an effort to minimize supply requirement errors, I'm having all the access codes to secure storage areas changed. We must continue to keep tight records for all inventory kept in storage. Please update your records with the new code for storage area 0722725. Thank you. Mike Abrams, Delta Security Chief. Michael Abrams, Level 3 access code change. All Delta Level 2 personnel. Level 3 access codes have been changed due to the 6-month rotation. The new code is 463. Thank you. Mike Abrams, Delta Security Chief. Oliver, so you're a busy streamer having so many streams throughout the day. Yeah, otherwise it'd be all one big stream. But yeah, this game likes to keep crashing when I'm streaming for some reason. Extreme 35624. As I've been playing through the game, whenever there's a code, I've been typing it into my I've been typing it into the chat box on my stream, but not having pressed enter. So I actually have it there to look at. Oliver, they don't call this game Doom for nothing. It's Doom for your hardware. You think Doom 3 was the first Doom you ever played? Oh, nice, Oliver. That's cool. It's always interesting when a long-running series has, you know, new fans that pop up depending on when a new entry might come out and all that kind of stuff. And how the perception, too, of franchises can also be different depending on which game you might have played as your first one. You were a proper scaredy cat kid back then, so you weren't too fond of these kinds of games. And that's fair too as well. When they're done well, they can really put a player on edge and keep you on your toes as well. But yeah, I don't know why this version of Doom crashes. In the future, when I do another playthrough, I'll just do the Xbox version.
Destroy the bridge.
Access granted.
Game Hog magazine. That's the classic Doom guy's face. This version, Oliver, is the PS5 version. The fix that Lidus sent me in a video actually fixed Vampire from crashing, because that was a game that was crashing a lot. And then when I applied the fix to my console, it actually didn't crash anymore. But this game still crashed, so it made me think that there's something specific about the PS5 version when you're streaming directly from your console that either the streaming software or the game itself doesn't like after a while, and then ends your stream automatically. Well, I mean, you know, the game's like done, or whatever that noise is when it goes to like an error screen. Well, that explains the crashes. It's Sony, isn't it? I've definitely had crashes with Xbox games as well. But in the case of Xbox, if I'm streaming and the game crashes, it goes to an idle screen, thankfully. Whereas PlayStation, nope. Even though the PlayStation does have an idle screen when you're streaming. If I access the PlayStation Home and exit out of the game but keep it running, then it'll actually put an idle screen on stream. So I don't know why they couldn't make it that when the game crashes it does the same thing. That's true, Extreme. You know, it's a hell of a game. It sure is. It's hellishly good. Could wonder how long until there is a screen of 1 crash credit was used from your account. You have 15 credits left for this month. Now that would be really, really friggin' frustrating. Like, that's something that EA would do. Good one, Oliver. Don't give the game publishers ideas code.
Destroy him.
Oliver, poor Chain. As an ex-forest worker, that hurt to watch. Especially the noise, too, that the chainsaw against it made. Han M. Lee, Delta Security, Security Team Info. Han, due to the incident last week, the Delta Security Team will be storing additional supplies in cabinets 386 and 387 near the first teleport chamber. We will update the access codes to 836 as soon as the equipment arrives. Thank you, Thomas Polina, Delta Security Clerk.
This is the audio log of Administrative Assistant Han Lee, dated October 16, 2145. Why is it that I keep getting the crummy jobs? Armor Corps 1st Platoon and 1st Science Team were completely wiped out this morning on their second excursion. And I am the one charged with writing up the reports and sending this information back to Earth and next of kin. So here I am. First cup of coffee for the day. 5 hours of sleep the night before. No shower. And I have 20 dead bodies to fill out paperwork on. I haven't seen the actual corpses, but word coming down from the grapevine says that it looks like they have been hacked up pretty good. This has everyone on the base spooked. But Truger is nowhere to be found, and there are a lot of questions being asked with no answers from anyone. Last I heard, they were suiting up the next outfit with the new BFGs. Sounds like they weren't taking any chances on this next trip with them packing that kind of firepower.
Nice, Oliver. Sahan Arls Lee?
This is the audio log of Administrative Assistant Han Lee, dated October 20th, 2145. But just when I thought this job couldn't get much worse, it did. Delta scientists sent another group of researchers through the portal 2 days ago, and they failed to return at their scheduled time. Radio transmissions to the research body have gone unanswered. Even our LZ tracking systems can't find them. We fear that they are dead. Losing lives is one thing, but losing our proprietary technologies is another. The team was equipped with the newest BFG weaponry. We fear those guns may have fallen into the hands of those that kill them. We don't know who or what is behind that portal, but until we find out where our guns are, I'm suggesting we suspend operations to the portal. Thank you. End of log.
Code, your next snack pack might just barely arrive before the Midsummer's Feast. Or Fest. AKA Friday. Well, I mean, you still got a few days up your sleeve until Friday pops around again, so you never know.
Decontamination chamber sequence initiated.
That's right, Code. I mean, Oliver. It's midwinter.
This is the personal audio log of Dr. Frank Serrano, dated September 19th, 2145. I've been brainstorming on Betruger's thoughts about achieving sustained, uninterrupted transfers for the teleportation units. Currently, our systems can only build enough of a charge to have the portals open for approximately 10 to 15 seconds. It's enough time to get a team through, but not enough time to send in some of the heavier equipment. Engineering in the Inpro facility informed me that we can theoretically boost the active portal time to 45 seconds quite easily. But this will require rerouting power from central processing, and we just can't afford the downtime. The power requirements for this system are astronomical. We're sucking power from 3 veins in Inpro just to power Chamber 1. I have no idea how we can sustain transfers for longer than 60 seconds without giving serious thought to reorganizing the teleport power grid. I'll sleep on this. This is Dr. Frank Serrano signing off.
Oliver, so you're having second Christmas? It's so funny though, because here in Australia, I don't know if there's like an official Christmas in July, but certain companies will do like a promotion for Christmas in July. Hey there, Octavius. Welcome back. Welcome back to more Doom 3. Delta Control, immediate medical attention. Dr. Serrano, recently Delta Science team members have reported serious cases of irrational behavior and insomnia. They believe these issues are directly linked to the recent teleportation experiments. Please report to Delta Level 3, ASAP, and assist with medical needs. Thank you. Delta Control, assistance request. Dr. Serrano, we currently cannot process your request for additional medical personnel in Delta Level 3. As you are aware, the medical staff has experienced serious HR shortages within the past 2 weeks and cannot take on the additional workload. There are surplus medical kits located in storage room D3-1 across from the lower terminal offices. The code to storage cabinet is to cabinet 317 is 841. Delta Control. Octavius, no joke, how the fuck are you always so nice and polite? Well, there's a lot to do with the old saying of, treat people the way that you would like to be treated yourself, which is definitely something I think is true as well, because if someone treats someone negatively, then eventually someone else is going to treat them negatively, and that's where hypocritical things can come in play, where someone who is negative towards one person will then be angry that someone's been negative towards them, you know what I mean?
Decontamination process started. Decontamination complete. Have a nice day.
Oh, that's nice, Oliver. You've got a girlfriend now, so she takes up your evenings as well. Octavius, you understand. I think you're an awesome character. It's hard to find people who respect others. Thank you for the kind words, Octavius. The other thing is, too, it doesn't take a lot of effort to do, you know. No worries, Oliver. Oh, it's your first ever relationship. Hopefully it lasts. Well, congratulations, Oliver. That's cool. Definitely wish you all the best. Octavius, you do not have a girlfriend, you have a fiancé. Oh, that's nice, Octavius. That's cool. Octavius, but let's be honest, is marriage the final outcome? You can be happy to have kids with someone without getting married, right? Oh, absolutely, for sure. That's it. I mean, definitely there was a time where it was considered to be how it was supposed to be done. Like, there was some kind of, expectation that everyone, would go down that path. But obviously as time went on and there were other paths that people wanted to go down, then it became a thing where it was a bit more accepted. Obviously, there's still going to be, people in the world that unfortunately might not be able to go down the path that they want, and they might feel pressure from, family or other people. But it's definitely good if it is possible for people, Listen, you enjoyed marriage so much, you had 2 of them. A duology of marriages. Oliver, absolutely. Your parents are not married and have been together for 30 years now. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing too, as well. It's like, I mean, it's more than just a piece of paper, of course, but at that level, if you're not really wanting to get married and the person that you're with doesn't want to get married either, then you don't need to have a piece of paper that says you're married for you to be able to be happy, and all that kind of stuff.
Please select teleport destination. Pad 1 selected.
Extreme and Rod, you have 5. No, I haven't actually been married at all. I've had 3 proposals in my life, but I've never gotten married.
Pad 2 selected.
That's one hell of a ride. Oliver Rod is a robot, he can't be married to a human. I just thought of that song More Human Than Human by Rob Zombie. Extreme, do you have a map? I don't actually think you do in this Doom game. I'm not too sure. Octavius, what? 3? Yeah, 3. Yeah, the first time I was only 20 years old.
Decontamination process started. Decontamination complete. Have a nice day.
My patience with you is wearing thin.
Listen, and then you got the opposite situation, like your parents married for 22 years but separated multiple times, laugh my ass off. Oh, really? Married in the loosest of terms, yeah. Although he's attracted to hardware. All of our fun parents that went to get the milk. Dr. Darling, you wish you could redeem an insult from Crooked Stream and listen to it here. Perfect for Betruger. So which insult would it be, Dr. Darling? Hold that thought. I'm going to actually end this stream and then start a new one because it's about an hour and a half, and if I go for any longer, the game might crash anyway and end the stream anyway. So I'll end the stream and be back in a few moments.